Hello, I'm Dr. Ray. Thank you for joining me on this video. So today I'm going to talk about implicit and explicit memory and the repercussions if a person is not able to tap into their implicit memories and integrate it with their explicit memories. Now, first off, from 0 to 18 months old, more of what we have is implicit memories. We have experiences. We feel things. It might be more right brain. And as we become older, we start developing an autobiographical memory of the experience. We're able to see that this happened to me, this is my birthday party, this is what I was feeling, this is what I was wearing, and so forth. Now, if there is trauma in your life, if there was perpetual neglect, then oftentimes people do not integrate that. Therefore, it's hard for them to remember the experience, or when they're in a present situation that maybe is triggering them and yet they're not able to go to where that's coming from, they might become overwhelmed, they might withdraw, they might blow up. There's so many different defense mechanisms that might come up because they're aware of something but they're not able to become mindful of the experience. And this brings me to an interesting experience that happens sometimes, just say with people who are doing Reiki or energy work or even yoga, or it might just be some heartfelt conversation. And that is, the person is there and they're vulnerable and they're talking and all suddenly things are coming up. They start crying. And you might be telling this person, that's okay, just cry. And it keeps coming up and to the point where they become overwhelmed. They don't know how to control this. There's no guidance for it. In other words, when a person's going through sadness, it is energy and it's something that they need to release. But it's very also important to help them incorporate that, to be able to look at it objectively. Because again, if they're caught up in all the emotions and they leave your office or they leave the experience with just all those overwhelming feelings, they might feel as though that whatever traumatic experience that happened to them 20 years ago is happening again. So when working with someone, when talking to someone, and you don't understand where this is coming from, it's very important to kind of find a way where the person can actually look at it. And this is why sometimes when people write in a journal, it's a very healing process because they have the implicit memory, the experience, what they felt, and then when they're writing, they're able to label it. They're able to look at it objectively and not get caught up into it subjectively. So this is a difference between implicit and explicit memory and why it's so important for them to both be working together. And another example too is if a person is all in their, say, explicit memory, talking about their past experiences, and there's no connection to their emotions, then they might never be able to, say, heal or connect to the true roots that are creating the challenges in his or her life. So, a person who is just very analytical and sees things more as a matter of fact, there might be a disconnect from their emotions, that there needs to be some integration to their implicit memory. So we need both. We need that balance of both implicit and explicit memory. Thank you. I'm Dr. Ray.